What's up, Descendants, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to jump in and take a look around the beta and all the features that we've got and everything that we have got to see. The main reason for this video is to show people who have been unable to play on PC, or if you're on console and have not had a chance to play the beta at all or watch any of it. I thought I'd do a quick roundup video of everything and just show off some of the brief features that look like they're coming to the game. Before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload more First Descendant videos. Or even better, come on over to Twitch. I could be streaming live right now. Hit the follow button, and if you need a community Discord, there has never been a better time to join. You'll find the link down below in the description. And with all that said, let's get started. So when you fire the game up, this is the screen you are going to be met with, and this basically allows you to change your Descendants. These are all the ones that are currently available to us in the beta. Luckily, because the Twitch drops messed up, I had enough credits to unlock them all and didn't have to do any grinding. I am going to do a quick roundup of all of these heroes if I get chance this week. I've got to kind of give them a bit of a go first so I get the feel of what they feel like. So you'll see I'm getting them all to around level 20, and then I'll do like a mini review of each hero, because I assume they're going to cost quite a bit of money to instant unlock because the game's free to play, or there's going to be some serious grinding from looking in the game as well that you need to do to unlock them, and you really don't want to go to that to target one of these heroes to then find out that that hero is not very good. So that'll come at a later date, so be sure you're subscribed to the channel for all that content. So let's jump into the game. So I'm just going to jump in with Jaber at the moment. He's the one that I am enjoying the most, and we'll hit start game and it will just load in to what would be the hub facilities. So when we get in there now in a second, this is where all the shops are, all your kind of home facilities. A lot of story quests comes from this part as well. Just basically the main place, like the tower in Destiny, the base of operations in Division 2, just them, the similar kind of thing. So here we are. It looks a little bit Final Fantasy 14-esque when you come in at the beginning. And this is the main place. You come in, obviously you can see the mailbox, that's just kind of lost items. So interesting feature, a bit like Destiny. You get your lost and found, you get your mail, and you get your normal communications box. If you hit enter, you have a world chat, and the update that they've done today, it's actually massively improved performance for me. This is way smoother than what it has been all week. It's dropping way less frames than what it has been. So first of all, we'll start wandering around the hub area, and I'll give you a quick explanation of each one. We've got the world mission terminal, and this is basically just so you can go into any of the kind of open world missions that you've got unlocked. So it's like survival missions where you get waves and waves of bad guys. There's also defense missions where you've got to defend like a terminal and things like that, and you can just kind of jump in and do them in between doing regular missions. Then we've got this guy. He gives you kind of a lead up to what looks like end game content, called the Void Intercept battle. You do get access quite early on at level 9, and you go in and there's one huge arena that I was very surprised actually can be trashed by the boss. The boss breaks walls and all them kind of things. It's really crazy, but these get harder and harder as you level up, and they drop a lot of loot. This game is not shy on dropping loot, but these things drop a lot of loot. When you go on it as well, you click start, it auto match makes if you're not already in a party and gets you in with 3 other people. You can see here there's some hard versions. The Frostwalker level 55. As far as I'm aware, we can only level up to level 40. So these are over leveled as well. So that's pretty crazy. You definitely do need to be geared up. Then we'll head into here, and you're going to see the Ageless Reach, and this basically is 2 systems. So first of all, we'll talk about the mastery rank up. This gives us extra kind of things to add to our character: weapon rooms, descendant rooms, and equipment inventory. Obviously, equipment inventory is self-explanatory. I'll go over the other ones in just a minute, but every time you get XP, you get to level up here. This is account based, not individually character based. It takes a long time to grind. You get the first one or two really quickly, but after that it takes a long time. And what I have to remember as well, why I'm saying that, in that you get them very quickly. At the moment in the beta, we've got double XP permanently. So everything that we're doing now and all the speed we're doing now is going to take twice as long when we get to the real game. Descendant reset. This is what you do. It's kind of a prestige style system. And basically it will let you add an ability to your character but go back to level 1. You get to keep a rune as far as I'm aware, and then that kind of makes your character just one little step more powerful, and then you do it again and you do it again and you do it again. So it says here, as you see, Descendant reset will reset the Descendant's level to 1, and you can acquire 1 art crystal. The art crystal is a material to grant you a socket type, which can be done by talking to Ceylon in Albion. So if you wanted to see that, if we go into the inventory, you can see here, these are the sockets here for your runes, and you can be able to choose one of these sockets and get an extra one, but you'll have to go back to level 1. But obviously, if we can do this pretty much indefinitely, who knows what the cap is on this, we're going to become really, really powerful, because the gear grind really is all about finding these really good runes, and we'll go through them in just a second. I'm going to show you the rest of the hub. So you've got your mission terminal here at the beginning. Nothing to see here. You kind of go here to finish some quests off. Nothing terribly special. Down there you've got a map that you can access. You can also just press that by pressing M and then G, and it takes you to the world map as well. And there's some story NPCs down there, but I won't go down there because I don't want to spoil things too much. Down here you've got a weapons vendor. He doesn't really sell any good weapons, but this is where you want to come to sell your weapons that you pick up and get gold for them. When you look at purchase gear, these are terrible. Nothing to see here, just level 1 guns, but you can sell away and get all the guns that you want and raise gold. Gold's important. You need it for your mods. That just happens to be in here. So this guy lets you enhance your runes, which is what I meant by mods. You can also deconstruct them. Deconstructing them gives you the currency needed to upgrade them. So the more and more you get, if you don't want them, deconstruct them, and you can then enhance it. Combine runes. I tried this. I put 4 in, and it seems to just give you a random output. There doesn't seem to be any science behind this. I'm not really sure it's even worth it. I just put 4 runes in and got one just as bad as the ones that I put in. So I'm not really sure that it is worth it at all. The socket type, this is what we were talking about before, that when you prestige you get one of these and you can get a brand new socket added to you. And then increasing the max capacity as well. So the capacity we'll talk about in a minute, but this is important because the more capacity you have, the more powerful mods you can put in your gear. So one last NPC to look at. And this is the one over here. This is the one where you're going to be spending all your time grinding. So when you pick up all the pieces from doing various things around the game, as you can see here, you can then research the character. So for this one, this is Ultimate Lepic. You've got to get the ultimate cells to be able to research him. Then you research him and he'll take 8 hours. But then you can also use this up here. This is Caliber. This is the premium currency, which we don't know how much this is going to cost yet. But that will let you speed up and skip the whole 8 hours if you want. You can see there I've got gold. We've got another currency here for special purposes. Black mana. I've not come across any of this yet. And then this one, which I won't try and pronounce, but this is for upgrading our runes. But as you can see here, this is where all the characters are going to be. I believe it's been rumoured this game's going to launch with 100 characters, which would be pretty crazy. So you will spend a bit of time in here researching once you have managed to find all the available things. The event shop in here, you can buy like packs of everything as well, and things like that. So I guess as well, this is where you'll be able to buy things for the premium currency and where you'll be spending your real money rather than going farming that out in a mission or in the open world with a low drop chance. And that's going to be it for looking around the map. This is kind of the hub, and that is kind of it. Quite small, but you really want a hub to be small because you don't want to be running around endlessly for no real reason. So let's take a look in our inventory. So 3 sets of guns, and they all have different types of ammo. The ammo reminds me of Destiny a little bit, ammo type. So just be sure that you don't take 3 guns with all the same ammo type. They have a DPS counter on it. Like most games, this DPS counter is a little bit misleading, but I guess you're always going to do better with a higher DPS gun generally. So it does really depend what's on it. I'm not sure what the proficiency levels are. The game doesn't tell us, and we don't seem to gain anything from them, but I guess we'll find out. You can put any gun in any slot here. It really doesn't matter. It's not forcing you to have like a primary, a secondary, and an offhand. You could literally take 3 ARs if you wanted to, or 3 hand cannons, whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. Then we've got some kind of character buffs here. So in this slot here, this one's all about kind of defense, max shield, max HP, and things like that. And what we'll do, we'll change that to that one because that is way better. And then this one here is all about max HP, defense again, so a different one. Then this one here, max shield again, and you can choose like, you know, whichever one you want in all these. And then we've got another one, max HP. So they're all just, you know, defense style buffs all there, and you can equip 4 of them straight away. And then what is the most interesting thing here is the runes. Now we'll go into the Descendant runes first of all, and these offer things like, you know, skill attack down, but skill cooldown reduced by 12%. You can see here, this one gives me skill attack 40%. This guy that I'm at the moment has turrets, so more skill attack the better. Skill cooldowns, and some shields, and then you have a melee rune as well. You can have the punch, or you can use a dagger. But as you can see, when you fill them up, they all have a cost at the side. So that's 4, that is 9, because this one's, you know, been leveled up a little bit, and that one is just 1, and that's 3. It's a tier 1 one, and it all adds up to here. This bar here. And when you get to 30, you can't put any more in. So when you go in here, because at the time when I did this, I had no runes that cost 2. I don't think I have still. No, I've not. So when you try and do it, you know, it's... oh, that rune did cost 2. I can put that in there now, and it'll be... you look here, look, 30 out of 30. But for instance, if I went in and tried to put that one in, it's like, no, you can't fit that one in because it costs way more than 2. So... really nice system. And obviously we had the enhancements earlier on where you could enhance the capacity as well. But each of these other ones all relate to what weapons that you're going to be using. And you saw that there, you can see here, this line here showed that, you know, these runes are affecting this gun, these runes are affecting this gun, and if you follow that line there, that runes are affecting this gun. So if you go into here, for instance, you can see this one is capacity 15. I've leveled this up quite a bit. But on defeating an enemy, get 145% plus defense for 3 seconds. It stacks up to 2 times. Really, really nice. Then you can see this one gives me 5 attack. This one gives me 30 attack because again, look, it requires 8. I've leveled it up. Really, really nice. But the blue mods, sometimes the yellow and purples, because they do so much, they don't seem to be great. Whereas the blue one is just flat out defense. And I've seen these go up to like 100. On the attack just by leveling them up, and you can see that actually by talking to the guy. So if you've got a rune and you're not so sure if it is trash or not, because this game really does have a separate side game of inventory management, but if you wait to enhance a rune, and let's find the one with the bullet just so we can see. There we go. Here's attack up. So this is a different one, but if I had the currency to level this up, you can see that look at it. 107% at max. It's going to cost you 200 of this currency. It's going to cost you 2 million in gold. But you can get it extra. So my stats on some of these mods at 4, 5, 6%. Terrible in comparison that you're going to be able to get 100%. Doesn't let you put duplicates in. You can't stack them. So that's how crazy that the runes are. So that's really the... you know, it all very well and good that this is going to say a DPS here of 3,400. But if I've got a 100% extra damage rune in my build, then I'm going to be doing a lot more damage with this gun than I am with this one underneath that says 5,000, because I've not got anywhere near that kind of buff on this rune in here. So that's what you got to think about as well. These numbers, although are nice, you got to think about how you've addressed your build, what guns you want to use, and that might be totally down to the character that you're using as well. I think, is it Glare gets bonuses from long range weapons, so you're not going to be using a hand cannon or a shotty. You're going to be using sniper rifles or rifles and things like that, and making the most of them bonuses with that character. So you got to think about that as well. Menu just gives you some basic info, your resources right off the bat. You can go to the Descendant menu, and that's where you can change Descendant if you want to. Story is across all of the characters. They just level independently. Gear is across all of the characters as well. You literally swap into another character and the same gear will be on that character, even though you've got to level that character up, which is a bit strange at the beginning, but you can see otherwise the grind would be even more insane. Consumables are all your important stuff. Like you can see here, I picked up some stuff that would let me, almost start getting bunny, but I've already got bunny unlocked, so it really doesn't matter. Inventory we just talked about. Quests, just normal quest menu, where you're up to, where you got to go, what you picked up, new side missions or whatever. Map is the map of where you are, and then the world map. You can teleport from any point. So say I wanted to go to the mountains, I could then just teleport to these mountains here, and these are the missions, and it kind of tells you which way you went. You can replay any of these missions at any given point as well. Social menu, it's not very good, the social menu. We can't seem to invite people from Steam either. You have to know the person's search ID, and I guess that's going to be because it is cross-platform, but there's a search ID up at the top. It always matchmakes you with other people unless you set your map to private. What you've got to do here is say, I'll go in here, field options, you can click private and you'll go in by yourself. Otherwise you'll be auto match made with people. They might not necessarily even come and do what you're doing. It's kind of just an open map with many people in. That is going to be it for the video. I'm not really going to go over the gameplay and things like that. I mean, so far for me, I put 20 hours into the game, and everything's kind of go here kill, go here fetch, go here read, go here collect, and that's kind of it. The missions haven't got terribly interesting yet. The most interesting missions are the boss battles up on the top, and I'm really hoping that isn't going to be few and far between. There's only going to be 8 or so that we've already got here in the beta. I'm hoping that really is going to be lots and lots and lots, because as you get further on to them, the third one starts building in, strategies that you've got to know a way of doing it. This one here, it's not just go in and kill it. You've got to do a strategy to get it dead. And although it is easy enough to do in matchmaking, I do hope that they progress that and these fights do get harder and harder and harder. Hopefully you liked the video. If there are any questions about the game I have not answered, throw them in the comments down below and I will try and answer them. And don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, or coming over to Twitch. I could be playing this now and you could ask me live as well. But if I'm not live, hit follow and come and check me out next time. Thank you for watching, Descendants. I hope you're having a good time in the beta. I can't wait till this game goes live. I do like it a lot. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.